Hi guys, it's Julie. Welcome back to my wonderful BC life. I'm back today with a shopping haul video. It just so happens that Dave is working today and it's raining buckets outside. I've got enough stuff for a haul, so I thought what better day to do it. And besides, I'm not going to have a lot of time between now and Christmas. I tell you, Christmas came up on me way too fast this year. I feel like I am totally unprepared, and that's not like me. I don't know what happened, whether it's because I was doing things around here with the house, whether that played a part or not, I don't know. But I just feel like I have not prepared enough. So I'm going to be doing running around at the last minute, which is something I generally never do. But anyway, it is what it is this year. Thankfully, I don't have a lot to buy this year. Well, anyway, on to the video. I have items from Dollar Tree, Dollarama, and one item from one of my local thrift stores. I went in there yesterday and I was actually looking for another little house for the little village over here that Mom gave me years ago. And that's what I went in there for. Now, I did not find one in there, not what I was looking for anyway. And it was very busy in there. Lots and lots of people. I would have looked around a lot more had there not been so many people in there. I felt like I was being crowded. But nonetheless, I looked around, mostly around the area where they had the Christmas items. And I saw this one item and I said to myself, okay, I'm going to buy that. It was $5. And I thought, yes, I'm going to buy that. And then as I was just glancing around the rest of the stuff before I made my, before I grabbed it and headed for the cash with it, I noticed that they had signs up. 50% off all Christmas items. And I'm like, oh, well, that's even better yet. So it's only $2.50 then. So I grabbed it, went over and had to wait in a fairly long line to get to the cash. And I got my little item for $2.50 plus no tax. So what a great deal that was. Anyway, this is something that I have been wanting to purchase for quite a while now. And I never quite found the right thing. Now, when I saw this, I thought, yes, that is what I've been looking for. And you could not beat the price. This is actually made out of metal. It's not a plastic thing. It's a metal thing. And I just thought it was beautiful. And look what it is. This little sleigh. You see at the top, it's got that design around the top. Very cute. There's what the runners look like. Very cute. For $2.50, a great deal. Always be sure to check out your local thrift stores because you never know what you're going to find. I don't always find good deals at Value Village. To be honest, they're overpriced. I buy the odd thing in there, but not too often, and I find they're always so picked over. I'm sure they get good deals. Like I could have gotten a deal on a Royal Dalton mug the other day. The one day I was in there, and they had one of them for, I don't know, was it $13 or something for a Royal Dalton mug? That was a pretty good deal, but my china cabinet's already full, so I didn't need a mug. So anyway, that was my thrift store item. Now I'll go on to my Dollar Tree items. I just have a few of those. And the first one is something that I'm going to use. I'm planning a little project similar to one I did last year. But I had some beads left over from last year's project, but I didn't have a lot of beads left. And when I saw these, I thought, well, these look like they'll be just the ticket to go with the ones I got last year. The ones I had from last year, I ordered off of Amazon, as I recall. Anyway, these ones are from Dollar Tree, and they're the Christmas House wood beads, a package of 60 beads. And that's what those look like, the red, white, and green for Christmas. And I'm going to use those for my project whenever I get around to it. At the rate things are going, I might not be doing it until after Christmas or next year. I don't know when I'm going to get around to it. I'm so behind in everything this year. It's ridiculous. I feel like Christmas just flew up all at once. and I'm totally unprepared. But anyway, I got some beads for whenever I get around to getting that project done. And those were $1.75 if I didn't already say so. Now, the next item goes along with something that I purchased not too long ago. I think it was maybe a couple of hauls ago I might have shown it. And at the time, I got the oven mitt and the pot holders, but I didn't get the actual matching towel. This time I found the matching towel, and that is the Sweet as a Christmas Cookie for $1.75. Yes, I found the towel. So now I've got the set of them. I've got lots of gingerbread kitchen oven mitts and towels, and now probably enough to do for the rest of my life, I think. But I couldn't resist those. I thought that was just as cute as could be. So I had to buy it. And then the next items I got, and I picked up 2 of these. It's the Waterbridge Winter Mini Eggs. Milk chocolate eggs covered in a crispy candy shell. 150 gram bag. Vegetarian. Is there normally meat-related items in mini eggs? I don't know. But anyway. And I believe Waterbridge is a UK brand, I think. Well, product of United Kingdom. But it does say Pickering, Ontario for their imported by Waterbridge. Pickering, Ontario, product of the UK. Okay. And it was $3. And I got 2 bags of those to put out for Christmas. I don't dare put them out now. Dave will eat them. I had those candy kisses and I put them out in the bowl, and I tell you, they're not lasting long around here. And the next item, I didn't think I needed any of these this year because in all honesty, my Christmas card list has gotten so small. Most people I know don't send Christmas cards anymore. It's just not what today's generations do. And sadly to say, a lot of the people who I know that I have sent Christmas cards to in the past, a lot of them have passed on, family members that are gone now. And there are, well, let's be honest, there's a couple of estranged ones. We won't go into that, but there are a couple that are still around, but we're not on terms, good speaking terms anyway these days. So don't send cards to them. And there are some people that I've just lost track of. You know, somebody might have moved. I don't know where they're at now, so you lose track of them. So anyway, I didn't think I needed any cards. I had almost 2 full boxes still. But I found out that since we moved to this new complex, a lot of people are going around and distributing cards to the neighbors because they're of that generation, as Dave put it, you know, more my generation, where they do tend to give out cards. So I thought, well, I better go get some more cards because I need to get some for my neighbors. And I went to Dollar Tree, not sure what I thought I'd, you know, see there for the prices that they have. And I was surprised. I saw some really nice cards. I got this one here. It was $1.75 for 12 cards. And I think it's a really pretty card. It's got sparkles on it. And there is what it looks like. I don't know what, can you see? Yeah, I think you can see the sparkles. Where the white is on his outfit is all sparkles. Not his beard, but the white on his outfit is all sparkles. And he's got his milk and cookies. I thought that was really a nice card. And of course it includes the envelopes as well. And it says on it, enjoy all the special moments of the holidays. And like I say, I've already used some of them because I bought 2 boxes. Very nice cards for $1.75. What a great deal. Compared to if you were to go individually buy a card, this is, you know, just as nice of a card. And, you know, you're getting a whole box of them for not much more than what you'd pay for one. So, great deal there. Okay, so now that's my Dollar Tree items. I think I'm going to move things around a little bit here, and then I'll start my Dollarama items. Okay, I'm back. Just thought I'd get everything a little closer so I'm not constantly reaching for everything. Now, the first item, I'm not sure if they've had these at Dollarama for a while or not. If they did, I don't think I noticed them, so they might be new, or I may not have just noticed them, I don't know. But it's the Leclerc Outrageous Super Soft No Bake Oat Bars. And this is a 160-gram package. There's 5 bars in here, and it's banana and chocolate chip is the flavor. And that looks like that. And those were $2.25. So I got those. I know Dave loves anything banana, so I thought I'll grab those for him. He can see if he likes them or not. Then I'm also thinking a lot about stocking stuffers, and my grandpuppy Toots. She needs all the stocking stuffers that her stocking will hold because she loves Christmas as much as the rest of us do. Actually, just yesterday, Holly, who is Amelie's mom, she posted the most adorable video of Toots. And I guess it's Toots's 10th birthday. And she did this video up for Toots, and it was so cute. I just sat there and smiled from ear to ear when I watched that video. I almost thought about, you know, could I hijack the video and put it on here? I don't know if anybody'd want to see that or not, but if they did, I might try and figure out a way to get the video on here so you could see it. Anyway, I got for Toots' stocking the Purina Bacon Strips with bacon, 100-gram package, and these ones were $2. Got 1 package of those for Tootsie. And then I got her some of the human grade organic Cookie Pal soft baked bites with peanut butter and apple. They're a 100-gram bag. And 6 calories per treat, good for the dieting dog, which I know Toots is, I'm not sure if she still is, but she was on a diet there for a while. She was getting a little bit too pudgy. So anyway, this was $2.75. I picked one of those up for Tootsie. And then I got this one. Well, actually, I got 2 different flavors for $2.50. I always get her these. The NutraBites freeze-dried chicken natural pet treats for dogs and cats. And they're a 1.2 ounce or 35-gram package. And these were $2.50. So that one was, like I say, the chicken flavor. And I also got her one of the beef liver flavor. She seems to like them both, near as I can tell. So I don't think she's going to argue whichever flavor I get her. Now, also for Toots, like I say, I spoil that dog rotten. This is why I need a dog of my own. Well, I'd still spoil Toots anyway, let's be honest. I'd still spoil her all day long. I wish I could see her more often. That's the problem, because Richard and Emily are on the other side. You know, they're on the mainland and we're over here. We don't get up to see them nearly often enough. I really wish we could rectify that somehow, but I need the lottery wins still. Then I could buy a place up in Whistler. I would love that. Anyway, I also got Tootsie this toy. Now this one was $5, and it's got like a little ball in here. You can feel that there's a ball. This part's soft, but this part's hard, like there's a ball in there. And it's a little gingerbread man. And it does squeak. I don't know what, I forget what you have to, is it the ball you? I don't think it's the ball. I don't know, it squeaked somewhere in the store. Anyway, regardless, I'm sure she'll find a way to make it squeak, and then she'll probably break it so it won't squeak anymore. That's what always happens. I get her a toy, it squeaks for a while, and then all of a sudden she kills the squeaker. So then I also got for Toots, for $4.75, this guy. This one for sure squeaks. I know that one does. And it's this is all soft in this one. It doesn't have a hard ball like the other one. And it's got the ropes on it. I thought she'd like throwing that around. Actually, we keep some toys in a toy box for Toots when she comes over, so she has toys here to play with when she comes to visit, which she has not been here yet since we moved into the new place. So hopefully she will be able to come. Well, she is coming at Christmas for sure. So anyway, she'll play with her toys when she gets here. So then the next item is something I don't think I've seen at Dollarama before, and I decided to grab some because I'm going to make me a stir fry. It's the Clubhouse Asian Stir Fry sauce mix, seasoning mix, and that's what that looks like. And that was $1.25. Yep, $1.25. Like I say, I hadn't noticed that before. If it was there, I guess I didn't notice it. So then you can tell that Julie was out shopping and she had a headache just by what I was buying. I bought a package of 75 caplets of the iPharma extra strength acetaminophen tablets. They're the 500 milligram ones. And those were $4.75. And like I say, you've got, what did I say, 75? 75 caplets. So I got one of those. And as if that weren't enough, like I say, I had a headache. It was driving me insane. And I saw these ones. These ones are the Tylenol arthritis pain. 24 caplets. These have 650 milligrams of pain reliever in them. And these are an 8-hour pill. So these were $4.75 as well for the Tylenol arthritis, which Lord knows I've got my share of that. So I picked those up. Now the next item was something that I'm going to probably put out for Christmas time when Richard and Emily are here. And it's the Bits and Bites cheddar flavored treats. 145 grams for the Bits and Bites, and those were $2.75. So I put those out. They had both flavors there, the regular flavor and the cheddar, and I went with the cheddar because I thought Dave would like it better. And then I got actually 2 bags of the R-Core Butter Toffees collection, and this is, where's the size on here? 120 gram package for $1. One of the rare things at the dollar store that was still $1. Who knew? Anyway, they're pretty tasty actually. So I grabbed up a couple of those to have just out in a dish when Richard and Emily come. And then, if you recall, I had those 3 signs in my last video from Dollar Tree, and the one got a little bit of the sparkles rubbed off when it was in the bag. And I said to you I was going to put some Mod Podge on just the spot where the sparkles were supposed to be and add some more sparkles. I checked my craft room. I thought I had sparkles in there, and I did, but not red. So I had to buy some red sparkles. So I picked up 1 bottle of red sparkles, like so, and those will do the trick, I think. And those ones were $1.50. Then I got, this is, I think this is, well, you know, I bought that basket in my last haul. So now I probably need to find some things that are buried in my Christmas totes that'll go in one of those things. I think I've got more pine cones and stuff in one of the totes out there, but I really don't want to have to dig through all of that right now because I don't know which tote they're in. So I did pick up this, which this could actually go in either that basket or it could go in that sleigh that I just shown you. So this is for $5, the nice bag of potpourri that Dollarama sells. I got one of those. My only complaint about it from my personal standpoint is, to me, these are such a dark red, you know, bordering on maroon to me. And I would have preferred more of a Christmassy red if it was me. But they only had this color and a fairly dark green. So I thought, well, I'll go with it. It's as close to red as I'm going to get. But anyway, I got that. And then I found something at Dollarama. I don't recall seeing anybody else haul it. Maybe someone has. And I don't recall ever seeing it before. So I picked it up, and I have no idea what this is like. I have no idea at all. I've heard of it, and it seems to be popular. So when I saw it, I thought, well, I'm going to pick it up so we can try it. And I think what we'll do is when Richard and Emily are here, they've probably already had it. Knowing them, they're very adventurous and have all sorts of different things. But Dave and I tend not to be usually. So while they're here, we'll try it. And it is the Sweet Shop brand, and it's the bubble tea kit. I have never seen that at my Dollaramas before, and I thought we would give that a try. It sounds interesting. With tapioca pearls, it says. 2 kits included, and it has milk tea powder in it, and the tapioca pearls and straws. So, I don't know. We're going to try it. So, trying something new and getting adventurous in this house. You have to try things once. And if you don't like it after that, well, then you don't like it. But anyway. Now the next thing. There's a funny story behind this. I went into Dollaramas yesterday. I didn't have time to go to any more. But I went into 2, and in the first one, I was looking at the bows. I sort of had an idea, which I now know wouldn't have worked out anyway, but I had an idea of something I wanted to use them for. And I'm looking at these bows, and I saw this one that I just loved. I thought it was so pretty, and there was only one. And there was a lady standing there looking at the bows too. And I said something to her about, oh, wouldn't you know it? I really like this bow. I needed 2, and I can only see the one. So she says, oh, she comes over and sort of looks at it. And she says, do you mind if I buy that one? And I'm like, well, I guess I'm not buying it anyway because there's only one. So she grabs the bow, walks off with it, and I'm still standing there looking at the bow display to see what else is there. And as I'm doing that, I see these packages of 3 smaller size bows, but behind those bows is the same bow I had just told the other lady she could take. So there were 2, and I just let her take the one. Like she was quite, she was trying to make sure I was okay with it. She kept saying to me at the time, are you sure you want me to take it? And I'm like, yeah, sure, take it. There was only one. But then now all of a sudden I realized that there's 2. So I grabbed the one I could get at this point, and I thought, well, I'll probably find one at another store. I thought I have just enough time to go to one more store. Hopefully they will have one. And I went to the other store. They didn't have any of them at all. They actually had they had a very small Christmas display. Obviously, it must have been a much smaller Dollarama than some of the other ones. But anyway, they did not have another one, and I did not have time to go look. So I might not get another one, but I've got one anyway. And it's this pretty little bow for $2.25. And that's what this looks like. You see, it's sort of like the gingerbread color, and then it's got the pine cones and that in here, and the berries and that, and like snowflake pattern. I thought that was really pretty. Whether I ever get the other one, I don't know, but I got one. I could have had 2. Oh, gee. You just never know how life is going to go. So, the next items I picked up, one of them is probably for me, and one of them is going to be a gift, I'm pretty sure. And this one was $4.50. There's 2 different brands, apparently. This one, what does it say? It's got the Dollarama sticker right over it. Oh, well, whatever brand it is. Doesn't really matter, I guess. But it was this one here, these extra comfy socks. To me, you don't wear these with shoes to go out. I mean, you just wear them around. To me, they're like slippers, basically. So this one here had the little houses with the hearts and the snowflakes and all that. You know, houses and stuff. I thought that was pretty for $4.50. And my last item, I think this one might be for me. And like I say, this one was a different brand. This was the Noel Sherpa lined slipper socks with non-skid soles. And this one was only $4, 50 cents cheaper than the other one. And of course, you had to know it was coming. It's the gingerbread one. So I hope like heck these ones fit my feet. As I mentioned in my one of my previous videos, I had bought the gingerbread slippers and they did not fit my feet. I was so disappointed, but I'm hoping that because these are more like a sock that they will. And like I say, they were too cute to pass up with the little gingerbread man and the pink color and everything. So that was my video for today. I hope everybody enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you'd hit the subscribe button and become a member of my YouTube family. And be sure to hit the notification bell and set it to all so you don't miss any of my uploads. I hope that you're all doing well. I hope that you're all healthy and that you're all happy. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. And be sure to stay tuned because as soon as I'm done filming this video, I have to film my Christmas home decor tour, and be sure to check that out once I get it up. And anyway, Merry Christmas. Love you all. Until next time, bye-bye.
Bonus your age,
Yeah.
see a CO2 in this bush.